58 total yards, looks like 7.2 average and the touchdowns. Talk a little bit about the offensive line and the holes they were giving you. I know there seemed to be a really good push, especially in the 2A gaps with the center and the 2 guards. So talk to that a little bit.
Right. The mob, shout out to them. Shout out to Coach Beatty, Coach Drinkle. They said at halftime, we're just going to put our culture on display and we're going to go out there and we're going to knock them off the ball and we're just going to play physical football. And they went out there and they did exactly that, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
And Dewayne, with your first start today, obviously you've gotten some good reps in this year. How much did the experience in the fourth quarters that you've gotten throughout the year, because of the way Bryson and the starters were able to kind of blow people out, how much did that help you today, having some live great game reps going into your start today?
Yes, sir. I think it definitely benefited me. I felt more comfortable back there. I trusted my O-line in front of me, and I trusted the coach to give me plays for me to execute and do well.
And then last question for you, Dewayne. Anything kind of surprise you out there today in your first start, or did you kind of expect everything the way it went down?
No, so I was very excited for our defense and our offensive line and how Kanye was running the ball. They shut them out in the fourth quarter, and that was very, very much appreciated.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Dewayne, congratulations on your start and your win today. When did you find out that you might be starting or would be starting this game? And what was kind of your reaction? How did you prepare?
Yes, sir. Bryson's just a little ill now. He's getting better, and it was a game time decision. In our quarterback room, we have Kel Helen, Sheethan Washington, Mitch Bolden, and Bryson Daly, and we're all prepared to go when our number's called. So it was just my number was called today, and I'm glad we became victorious.
And in the first half, you got your drives. You got a couple of field goals, but you came out in the third quarter, and you had a couple of runs. And Kanye, you carried 7 times, I think it was, for 53 yards. Maybe you could just describe what made that drive work.
Yes, sir. Like Kanye said at halftime, Coach Beatty challenged our offensive line to dominate the front, and that's exactly what they came out and did. Kanye ran hard, protected the ball, and we got the job done.
Kanye, also just tell us, that was such an important turning point in the game. You had 7 carries. Tell us about how it flowed for you.
Like you said, just that turning point, just flipping that switch coming into the third quarter. We knew we were going to get the ball back, and we knew we had to set the tone and get the momentum on our side. You know, just being able to go out there and just execute, play after play, and just move the ball all the way down the field and score was huge.
Just a quick question, Dewayne. How was it working with Brady Small, just making the conversion and making it work seamlessly?
Yes, it was great. Brady's a great leader. He's a great leader on the mob, great leader on our locker room and our team. He plays his balls off every play. So it was good to trust him, get out there behind him and the mob, and just trust that they're going to do their job and execute as best as I could in my position.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Guys, you talked about flipping the switch in the third quarter. Talk a little more about that. It seemed in the first half that the offensive play seemed to be very conservative. And then with the offensive line opening more holes, you guys got a little bit more progressive with your play calls. Talk about that if you could. Either one.
I would just say, like, we started getting comfortable. Everybody started settling into the game, and first half, everybody's all jittery, a little nervous. From top down, like coaches down to players, and then second half, we just got back to where we get to and just dominated and did what we had to do.
Yes, sir. These CIC games are always challenging to win. Coach Money says all the time. Any college football game is hard to win, so we just needed to come out with a different type of intensity, and I thought that's what we did. And Kanye running the ball hard as he could, we got the job done.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Kanye, or Dewayne, can you just describe the feeling of playing a CIC game at home before the core and getting that result, and maybe Kanye to getting into the end zone twice and seeing, especially that last touchdown right in front of the core and the reaction you got?
Any CIC game, I played in 2 last year, they're huge. Like, it's an entire different energy, entire different vibe in the air. You can just feel the difference. Like, every game's important, but CIC games is just different. It's hard to describe. Then being able to go out there at home and the adversity that we face as a team and still being able to execute and just go out there and perform, it's huge. It's a great feeling.
Yes, sir. CIC games, like I said, they're hard to win. So we knew it was going to be a dogfight. We put it in terms of it being a war out there, and our defense showed up and showed out, and I'm very excited and proud of those guys.
Kanye, did your mindset change today when Bryson wasn't playing, or what were your thoughts before the game?
Yeah, I talked to Bryson throughout the week. Just letting him know we got his back as a collective, as a brotherhood. Having the season that he's having, and then not being able to play in his last game against Air Force. I can only imagine how he's feeling. So I just want to reach out to him and let him know that we got his back and that we're here to support him. We're going to perform and get this one done for him. And he talked to me before the game, just like go out there, play your game, and perform. And I felt like I had a responsibility to kind of fill the shoes, so to speak, of Bryson and go out there and play my best game.
Dewayne, you guys scored 6 points the first half, and then you guys scored 2 touchdowns the second half. So what kind of halftime adjustments were made?
Culture plays. In the second half, we came out and ran straight culture plays, and that's just our mob dominating the line of scrimmage, and quarterbacks and running backs running the ball as hard as they can, protecting the ball, and that was the difference.
And also talk about your mindset that when you knew that you were going to be the starting quarterback. What was your mindset with that? Well, how did you prepare?
Yes, sir. I talked to Bryson a lot this week with preparing and getting ready for this game, and he instilled some great knowledge and some wisdom into me. And I feel like I went out there and played comfortable, treated it like practice, and trusted the guys around me to get the job done.
Go to Ken on Zoom.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Kanye, with a new quarterback, not a backup quarterback going in, was there any issues with play calls, play reads, etc.? Because there were a couple times where you guys, I'm not sure if they were designed or whether you guys weren't on the same page.
Yeah, there's like a little wrinkles. It happens like any position, first time going in there for a game. But once you get settled in, and Nico did a great job. We just kept on telling him like we trust him, we believe in him 100%. We're behind him no matter what. And he just went out there, executed, ironed out the wrinkles, and it was the rest is history.
Kanye, what's it like to go untouched on 2 long touchdowns?
That's not me. That's all O-line. They blocked it up perfectly. All I had to do was run straight. You could put anybody back there. They scored those touchdowns. But yeah, it's just a testament to them and their hard work.
What's it like watching Kanye do that?
When you see the back of 6 jersey, you know it's a touchdown every time.
Dewayne, you mentioned about going in today. I know you've been playing football for a long time, and you have seen action, but to know you were the guy, you were the starter, honestly, tell us what your feelings were going in, how much pressure was there?
Yes, sir. Not any pressure. Backup, starter, third string, fourth string. Everybody knows that what we do in our culture, and we believe in our brotherhood, our defense, our offensive line, and our backs, receivers to make plays. So it was just a matter of me going out there and doing my job.
Does it feel good to get this one out of the way, though?
I wouldn't say out the way, sir. Any game feels great, and if you become victorious in that game, it feels even better. So we're excited for next week and get prepared for North Texas.
And last thing, Dewayne, you mentioned earlier about how you came out second half with, trying to dominate up there. But what was going wrong in the first half, and how concerned were you?
So it was just a few wrinkles to get ironed out. Like Kanye said, we had to go back to our culture plays, trusting each other, and finally we did that and got the job done.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Do we have anyone else on Zoom?
Just real quick before Dewayne, first start out of the way, in terms of your game, your command of the offense, whatever you want to call it, what do you think your biggest, takeaway is?
Yes, sir. I have a lot of things to improve on. I'm gonna get to the film with Coach Worley and some of our other quarterbacks in the quarterback room this week and get those things fixed in practice, so I can be more efficient coming up in the future game.
Thank you.
Guys, you're 8-0. How does it feel?
What was that, sir?
You're 8-0. How does it feel?
Yes, sir. It feels great. But our culture, we don't get complacent. It's the next game, the next 0-0 next game. So we're gonna do all we can to prepare for North Texas and try to dominate and get the victory again.
A quick question for Dewayne. What did it mean for you and the Corps that the Secretary of the Army stood up in front of the team and absolved a number of demerits for the Corps? What does that mean? Some people outside may not know what that involves.
Yes, sir. It's a lot of excitement whenever we see those high royalties coming around, especially from the Army. And we've seen her at the Army-Navy game last year, and she spoke to our team. And this year it felt great to have her in front of the Corps and give those out, because us as cadets, we always pride ourselves on the Army and the big Army. So seeing those faces and familiar faces come out in person and give us rewards for being victorious, it feels great for us in the Corps.
Congratulations.
So thank you.
All right, we got time for one more.
Wait, were you nervous coming into your first start?
No, man. When you practice every week and you have guys around you that you trust, there's nothing nervous about it. You just go out there and execute.
You guys are all set. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
One thing I want to say just about Deco, just to highlight him real quick. Talk about him not being nervous. This man, Bryson Daly goes down, Heisman candidate, right? Deco did not flinch at all. Like, did not flinch in the slightest. Still the same, number 10, wasn't nervous. Instilled that confidence in all of us, and he led us to this victory today. So I just want to really congratulate him.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.